parachute, he watched below as a city burned under relentless bombardment. Chapter 4, Urban Warfare. In the streets of Hong Kong and Shanghai, the battles turned into ruthless street fighting. American special forces rappelled from helicopters onto rooftops, while Chinese troops used tunnels and ruined buildings as defensive strongholds. The scene was horrifying. Buildings collapsed, cars burned, snipers took positions in towers, and explosions never ceased. In a decisive moment, a Chinese soldier dashed into the open street, firing an anti-tank rocket at an American tank, turning it into a ball of fire. But before he could celebrate, a sniper's bullet found him, and he collapsed, a mere shadow in this raging inferno. Chapter 5, The Turning Point. In Washington and Beijing, screens displayed casualty numbers, devastated cities, and collapsing economies. The world watched in silence as military leaders debated the most terrifying scenario, nuclear escalation. But before madness reached its peak, the unexpected happened. A malfunction in a defense system triggered the launch of a tactical nuclear missile from an unidentified submarine. Alarms blared, anti-missile defenses scrambled to intercept. But would they succeed? Was this the end of the war or the end of the world? Chapter 6, Alliances crumble. When war intensifies, friends disappear, only interests dictate the fate of nations. As the fighting escalated, it was no longer just the U.S. and China in the conflict. Allied nations intervened, but every alliance trembled under the weight of mounting losses. In Europe, protests erupted, demanding an end to the war. In Moscow, the Russian Security Council convened an